All right, so this is how I might do a covered strangle. I'm currently in one, so I'm not going to do another one, but this is how I look into it. So 47.26, the expected move on the right is 179 about. So I'm going to take the 47, it's 27 right now, minus 179. Looking at 45.48, I'm going to
Right.
want to sell a put slightly below that. Excuse me. So 45.45 or 45.40, somewhere in that range. And you're going to see the delta is going to be relatively high there, 45.40 or so, 45.50, 40. So I have to go at the 40. The delta is 0.2, so it's a bit of a high delta. The VIX is low too, so that's what makes the premiums not as much as it could be. But you can take in $26, $27 in premium off it, which is a lot. That's $125 about, sorry, 135 about. So I'd sell that one, and then I would look about 100 below it.
Okay.
Excuse me. So about 44.40 or so. So if you sold the 45.40 and 44.40, you're getting about 27 plus 15 or so. You're taking in about 42 premium, times it by the 5 multiplier. You can take in $210. And this only uses about $3,000 total for the position.
Wonderful.
So that's a good return, 210 over 3,000. 7% on your money in 42 days if
Right.
those expire worthless. Okay?
Right.
Hey, Russell, how are you? I'm just going over the covered strangle right now.
Awesome. How are you doing, guys? Just drop in
Good, thank you.
Sounds good. We'll see who
So
shows up. I don't know. There's a few more that might, a few more that might not. I don't know.
are you trying to run these one every 45 days?
I run one at a time. So if I did this one, I would close it out at a 75% profit.
Okay.
210 about. I'm taking in 42. I would times that by 0.25. And then my stop would be, or my close would be around 10. So that means I would make 32 or so in premium, $150, 160 or so. And then if that closes out, I'm just going to enter a new one in, another 30, 45 days. Does that
Have
make
you ever
sense?
been assigned both of your strikes
I've,
on these?
I've never been assigned both,
Okay.
ever. Over a year and a half now. I've been assigned on the higher strike only, I think it was 2 or 3 times last year total, which is not much at all. And then when I was assigned, I was selling slightly in the money calls to just get out of the contract, and the market bounced and it got out within like a week or two. So if I
Gotcha.
get assigned, I'm going to sell probably weekly calls against the contracts. It
Okay.
takes in a good amount of premium as well, especially if the VIX is pretty high.
Gotcha.
And then I sold another put as well. So I was assigned on like the top one. I wasn't assigned on the other one. I sold another put, and then I sold a slightly in the money call against
Yeah.
the contract I got. That's when
So
it's
that's
an
when you,
actual covered strangle.
yeah, that's when you turn it into the covered strangle. Yeah.
Exactly.
Gotcha.
And then you just keep it going. You want to notice your cost basis. So if you're assigned on one contract, you take the strike price, subtract the total premium you collected on the puts, and then note that, mark it down, so you know where your break-even point is pretty much.
Gotcha.
So if you could sell slightly in the money where the strike gets called away at break even, but you took in all the premiums, you could still benefit from it. It's a good
Gotcha.
strategy in general. Slightly bullish, neutral, slightly bearish, it works really well. If it's a big downturn, it's going to hurt though, because you can get a sign on both puts and then you'll have to just sell calls against it and wait. So that eventually might happen, but hasn't yet.
Yeah.
I like doing it this way because you're getting in at a lower entry instead of just starting at the covered strangle, even though there's nothing wrong with that. Like if you're still bullish in the market, it could make sense to just buy a contract, sell and say in the money or at the money call against it, and sell a put against it. So that would take in a little more than what I'm doing. Like for instance, if I say I bought a contract right now, I could sell the 47, say 30 call, 74 premium. That's big
Wow.
money right there.
Yeah.
What, $350? And you can do, it's very flexible. You can sell out of the money calls if you want. If you're very bullish, you can sell like a 4,800 or so, take in 41, which is still good. And you can make about 73 in premium too. So you can make like 110 premium total. Very flexible. I'm a bit conservative the way I do it. That's why I sell the puts first. Because I want a
Gotcha.
little bit better entry than the current puts. It makes it a little safer in my regard.
So do you like this strategy more than just selling the naked puts on MES? Which one is you like, hey,
Oh, like they all work together. It's hard to say that's like one more than the other. Um, this could possibly make more in returns, but it's more risky. You get a sign, you keep dropping, you have to sell calls and wait a while. The naked puts that are monthly is very easy, and you can still make your 2 or 3% a month that way. So they're both good. I don't really say one's better or
gotcha.
like more. I mean, I like
Right.
the safeguard. I like the safeguard the most, I guess you could say. But that's why a large percent of my account is like that. I actually just did the percentages, my trading plan. I was just curious, like how much I'm using
Mhm.
compared to my account. It's not a bottom. Let's see. So where is it? It's near the, here we go. So this, I have about a 60 grand account right now. These are the 5 strategies I use. I'm only
Okay.
using 6% on the monthly MES that you're doing.
Yep.
About 5% on your covered strangle. 3 grand is a bit conservative in a number. You won't need that much at first. And if it doesn't get a sign, it'll be less than that anyway. If you got a sign, then 3 grand is pretty reasonable number to work with.
Okay, great.
I'm about to do a strangle right now on 90 days out. So I'll show you how to do that. And that's again
Okay.
about 5%. All right, so let's do the strangle right now. MES. So we have 83, 105. I'll go up to 83. You can pick either one. It's not a big deal. I'm going to look around 0.06, 0.07 delta on the puts. 0.06, I'll be safe for 0.06. I should be able to get around 13, 13 and a half. Call side again about 0.06 delta, about 6 or so. My goal is to get at least 20 premium when I do these.
Okay.
Right now, I might get the 20. Let's just see if it fills or not. May or may not. So I'm still waiting on it. I'm willing to go down slightly. Replace down a little bit. Like I'll take 19. There we go. I'll take around 19 or more. Still okay.
Yep.
So I just did a 41.25 put, 51.50 call. I'm not used to using my computer much, so I'll try it this way. I'm gonna send a screenshot. I usually use my phone for this.
I know. More power to you.
All right, let me
I
do
find it
this.
difficult on the phone.
New strangle. So do that everyone now or after? I don't know.
Wherever you want.
No, I'll do it after, I think. There, and then I gotta do create thread. You're getting my inner workings of how I actually log this stuff right now. All
That's
right,
great.
so I'm gonna look at the strangle naked put. It's gonna be line 7. Create thread. Um, MES strangle line 7 or the strikes. People want the strikes too. 41.25. The what was it? 51.50. Put in call here. I'm not used to doing it on here. Here we go.
And then are you putting your DTE in there too so people can see that?
I guess. What was it? 80. All right, so it's 83 days. I just
Yep.
go to Google. I type in 83 days from now. So I know the date. 327. Yeah, I'm still not really used to it this way. There we go. Do you see it on your end?
Yep.
I gotta add everyone. Ah. There
And
we
then
go.
just a suggestion, instead of putting the date, you could just put 83 DTE.
Yeah, the problem is the days change, right? So that's
Well,
why I
but
like to put the actual date.
that's fine too, because it posts the date that you enter the trade. That date gets
Yeah,
timestamped.
yeah, that's true. It
But
doesn't
whatever way
matter.
you want to do it.
I don't think it matters that much. All right, now I go to my position tab. I gotta find the position I just did. 80. Where'd it go? I know I got
Well,
filled on it.
those are your groupings, so it's not going to put it in there automatically, I didn't think.
Yeah, but it should pop up here. Where'd it go?
Down towards the bottom.
Oh, it's MESM. That's why. All right. So here's my strangle I just did. Just click on both of them. Right click, group positions, strangle line. I forgot the line number.
7.
7.
7.
Okay. Group positions, strangle line 7's all I need. Group. Now on here, I'll just type in what I did. I'm usually more efficient on my phone on it, but 105, 83, I think. See, I
Yep.
gotta go back and forth a lot because I'm not used to this. 327. I look at the stock price at the time, MESM. Nope. 4774. I might have got stopped out on the 0 DTE right there. I'm not sure. Hold on. 4774. Strike prices. Ugh, it's back and forth annoying. 4125. You want to put
You
Yep.
need multiple monitors.
there. 19. I set it up where it just times it by 5 already.
Yep, that's great.
I only need 1,000 for it. 0.06. I think it was in both of the call and the put delta. And that's it. Oh, one more thing that I do. I'll go to the position. 83 right here. I'm gonna just close position at 50% profit.
Yep.
So 19 divided by, I'll try it around 10. I can do 9.5 or whatever. It won't matter much. And then good till canceled.
Yep. Wonderful.
And then I wait. That's it.
Right.
I mean,
Yep.
that's it. It took a few minutes, but once you get the hang of it, it's not too hard.
Right.
Any questions on that? How I set it up?
No, that's awesome.
All right. I also need to do the put credit spread. So I was gonna look at MasterCard. It's down a little bit, but the strikes were still okay when I looked earlier. So we go to the charts on MasterCard. This
I
is
like
the
they
go
call
ahead.
that what, the big green monster there on the right?
Yeah. I almost never use this, but I'm home right now, so I see it. But on my phone, I never see this. These are
I have,
different EMAs. It's like short-term, medium-term, long-term EMA. And you can
gotcha.
see how they're all going relatively up. And I
Yep.
was gonna look around the 380. So here, this was like the last big volume, the 387.
Yep.
380 should be probably fine. I already had it set up. 380, sell it. 375, buy it. I think I had 35 to 29. Let's try 33 or so. See what happens. Yeah, yeah. Let's see. Ah, filled.
Nice.
Now,
Then what was the delta on that? Looked like
point,
about 10.
0.1, I think. 0.11. It was
Okay.
0.1 when I looked earlier. All right, here's my inner workings if you care. I copy paste. Okay, same. Those 310, 305. Oh yeah, 32. I got almost the same thing. What was it? 33. So I'm gonna say 0.3 or more, because some people will see this a little later.
Sure.
I got 0.32 or 3.3. Yep. Same. My alert, I'm gonna go. I usually just kind of think about it. I don't really do much math here. I'll usually go about 3 or 4% above. So 310, probably go around 320 or so for the alert.
Gotcha.
Again, it's not super high math here. The stock's at 417. It's pretty high. All right. That's a 0.11. And then I'll just say EMA bullish. I usually try to give some reason why I do it.
Yep.
Everybody. Oh, done.
So are you running through a scanner for your stock trades, or do you just have a
Sometimes
list that you pay attention to?
I set up one that, again, I use it. I'm not used to using this on the computer. May not even be up there.
Okay. Yeah, no, that's
Uh,
fine.
I sometimes do Bollinger Bands, but I don't think it's here. I have a list of ones.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
watch
just
list right
wondered.
here.
Yep.
Excuse me. So watch list. These are some of the most of the companies I've done it before on. A lot of times I just manually look. There was one where I look. I think it's a Bollinger Band. Like it's just past like a certain amount. So that's usually the place I start, and then I'll just manually look at a few, and then see if there's like recent support at a certain level or not. So if you look
Gotcha.
at MasterCard, you can see the bounce over here around 407 or so, bounced up. Again, 412 bounced up. There's a good chance it might consolidate over here. The 380 is probably a bit unlikely. That's pretty much all I do.
Gotcha.
Gotta keep it efficient, you know. I only did one contract here. I usually do 3 to 5, but all right.
Awesome.
I guess I'm here for another 10, 15 minutes. So any Q&A you have or just talk about random stuff.
Yeah, I've given up on stocks
Yeah.
and sticking to futures.
Yeah, I mean, I'm doing a very small percent here.
Yep.
500 bucks to 1,000, 1,500 or so. So it's not a ton of money, but compared to the futures, I want to grow the futures. So, any money that I'm saving for my budget, it goes to the futures. I'm
Gotcha.
not building up my thinkorswim anymore. Like
Gotcha.
it'll organically grow a little bit based on doing these, I think. Because the average was around 2.2% per trade last year. And it was about 12 days in the trade. That includes the stop losses too. So that's still a viable strategy. It's just a little bit
Sure.
more. And members like it too. So that's what I'll do.
Yeah, I've gotten burnt too many times where somebody comes out and says something about the company. And I'm just like, everything looked good, the charts looked good, the position made sense, and I'm
Random
just like,
tweet. Your random
yeah,
tweet comes up and you're like, market
right,
dropped 10%.
right.
Yeah,
And you don't get that on the futures as much.
right. Could
And then
theoretically happen, but you never
right.
know.
And then the 112s are golden.
Oh
They're
yeah.
just unbelievable. I
I'm
like
looking
that
at
trade
my
so much. It's
I'm looking
you
at
gotta run.
my 112 on soybeans. It's having some trouble. 1256. Hey. All right. This is a tough one. So I have a soybean one right now. 1240 is my naked puts. We're at 1256. It's a tough call. At least I
Yes.
have this. This will make the $500 at least. So it lowers my break even a little below the 1240. It'd be 1240 minus 10 if this makes 10 minus, but then I gotta add the cost of it. I paid 15.875 minus 13.375. So I paid 2.5. So my break even is 1240 minus 10 plus 2.5. Oh wait, it's a little lower because I took in money on the 1240 also. So my break even is pretty close to 1230-ish, 32. So yeah, it's down a bit. It's down $500 on it. But if it stays where it is right now, this could
Right.
make max profit. This could theoretically expire worthless. It'd be a
Right.
it'd be a good game, but this is a tough one. I need it to stay where it is or bounce a little.
Where's it on the chart? Is it close to any support?
Yeah. Here's a 1250 at a bar here. So it's touching here. You can see it, right?
It should get sucked back up to that gap in your green monster there.
It should.
Right. I
But
mean,
you
look at all
never
the
know.
volume in there.
Yeah. There's almost
Yeah.
no volume where I am,
Right.
but it could keep dropping. There's nothing saying it wouldn't.
Right. Yeah,
Theoretically,
I have a big red letters on my trade plan this year. It says no more agriculture or meat trading.
fine. Yeah. I mean, if it,
I,
you don't need
I
to do them. If you're
I
fine
just
with
get
just yes or whatever.
when I look back over last year and just getting started with all this stuff, those are my losing trades, agriculture and meats.
Yeah. And don't do
And
them.
then,
Yeah.
right, even gold. I mean, gold whipsawed me on a couple of strangles on both ends. I got into one and got stopped out on the bottom, and then got into another one, got stopped out on top, and I'm like, I'm done trading gold.
I got hit on gold strangles too last year. But I don't mind a gold 1-1-2.
Right. I looked at those and the buying power, it just doesn't seem to be real efficient. We kind of talked about that in the Discord a little bit, but you proved me wrong, so I'll keep an eye on them.
Yeah. All right, just looking at RSI here on the soybeans. When it hit 1250, we pretty much touched oversold, and then it went up. Back in June, very close to it again. RSI near oversold, bounced up. So we're close to oversold already. Bounce up, maybe? Or it just keeps going and I'm hurt a lot. I gotta think of a possible stop out because I'm either gonna stop out or I'm gonna roll it. And I prefer not to roll the nakeds, but I might actually do it. The
Yeah,
problem is you're
makes
not gonna roll down that much for no net credit. So if I just look at it here, I don't know if it's worth it. Sorry, I'm all over the place. All right.
no,
Here,
that's fine.
quick roll. We're gonna look at these things in the way. All right. I can just manually do it. So it's at 12.75. If I go to 49 days out, I could roll down to around 12.10. That's not too bad, but I gotta wait another month or so. So the way I'm thinking about this is I could possibly roll the nakeds another month out, and I lower my strike about 30 points to just wait it out and hope that it recovers. I'm not gonna do that until it touches in the money though. So
I know how to do this on Thinkorswim, but how do you roll it on Tasty?
on my phone, I could easily. Where's the quick roll? I mean, I see that, and then maybe I have to click the other one. Let's see if this works. 12:10. Yeah, I can do it that way.
Okay. All right. That makes sense.
So you essentially click on the position, quick roll, then you go to the next expiration you want, and then click this. So if I roll, I can roll down 30 points. I gotta wait another 28 days, and I'll have no net credit pretty much. So if it doesn't go to 12:10 in 49 days, then that would still be a good trade. It's tempting to do right now, but I'd prefer waiting. If it
Sure.
touches 1240, then I roll it. I'd rather not roll it when it's not at that strike yet. That's just me personally. The two
Yep.
best times to roll in most cases are if it touches in the money or on the day of expiration. Because if it touches
Gotcha.
in the money, you can still roll usually for a decent amount down. And if it's the day of expiration, you got pretty much all the theta decay on the original position.
Gotcha.
It's
That's
a
good
tough
to
one.
know.
I used to roll a little bit more. I almost never roll anymore. But this case I might. We'll see. All right, got about 8 more minutes. Russell or Todd, any other questions you have?
You answered all my questions. This was awesome.
Yep. I wish I could do this more, but I have a little thing called teaching.
Yeah, no, if I get it.
I could try to do some of these during lunchtime. Because my lunchtime's around now anyway, like
Gotcha.
12:20. It's around 12:20 to 1 o'clock.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
You're an hour behind me,
What state are you in?
Ohio.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
We passed the New Mexico, Texas. New Mexico's in mountain time, so it's an hour
Okay.
behind. So when I was looking at stuff, I'm like, oh yeah, the market was already open.
Right.
Like I wasn't aware of it because I'm so used to, oh yeah, the market opens at so and so an
Yep.
hour before it.
Yep. No, that's right. That's great.
Are you retired or are you still working?
No, I'm the business administrator for our church.
Oh, nice.
And it's
Hmm.
a nice six campus multi-site church.
Oh, wow.
And so I'm in front of my computer all day for the
Yeah,
most part.
that's true.
But on Fridays, I usually go in early and I leave early on Fridays. I'm the only one there. All the ministry staff get Fridays off, so the whole place is
Okay.
all to
Do you have a,
myself.
do you have a good amount of time during the day to make trades if you needed to?
Yep, absolutely. Yep.
That's good.
I have three
That,
screens in my office, and I usually have Thinkorswim up on one of them
yeah.
all day long.
Last year, they let me use Thinkorswim Tasty Trade brokerages in my laptop. This year, we got a new instructional director of technology. They blocked everything you can imagine. They initially blocked YouTube, and people are freaking out because, like, we use YouTube to teach sometimes.
Right.
And now everything we want to use, they need to get approval first to see is it possibly going to hack or viruses and
Yep.
all of that. So I
I
don't even
know.
bother. I'm not gonna ask, can you open up Tasty Trade Brokers? Because they're like, are you working?
Right. Yeah.
I don't really.
One of our campuses is set up tear down every weekend, and it's in a school. And we run into lots of problems because we broadcast teaching pastor. All of
Okay.
our other sites are like 5 minutes behind.
Yeah.
So when we broadcast it, sometimes we run into trouble at that school because somebody changed something on their
Uh,
network and we can't get
uh,
in.
I think our 0DT is good. That was an older alert I had. I don't even know why I put that price down. We're at 4,700 still. Yeah, we're still good on our 0DT. Sometimes I have alerts open. I never got rid of it. So that's why I'm not aware. I thought I got stopped out because I'm like, oh no, I got the alert.
Gotcha. And you're just
Oh,
paper trading that right now, right?
yeah.
Is that
Well, it's
because of the low
shooting
VIX?
up, it's shooting up anyway. The last 15 minutes, it went up a bit. You can see it here. Oh, I didn't share my screen, but
I'm sorry, I jumped over.
real quick share again. Um, yeah, I had an alert somewhere over here, and then it bounced up. Like it hit somewhere around there, and then the last 15 minutes went up a bit. So I think it's
Wow.
still okay. What did I actually alert? I don't remember anymore. There's so much numbers like everywhere, it's hard to remember. We did uh
Well, you're
4650. Yeah, we're still okay.
like I'm trying to figure out your Discord. You've got a lot of channels in there.
I put this alert for today, 4660. It's not close to it. So I mentioned it earlier that the thing I'm thinking about with my futures account is whatever my alert is that I get for 0DTE, I might do the same thing on my futures account, but I'll make it 2025 width, like a bigger width. And then just set the alert price a little above it. And then if it happens to not touch the alert, it made full profit. If it
Gotcha.
touches the alert, I'm getting out. It could be more than 3x stop. So it's a bit risky, but as a percent of the account, it's not going to be that much. I mean, we're
Gotcha.
talking $200 off 60 grand or so. It's not a huge percent. Hi, Solomon. How are you? Solomon, I only have about 3 more minutes. Do you have any quick questions? Guess he's just watching. Yeah, my kids are starting to get buggy. I need to take them outside.
Me too. It's sunny, but it's only 34 here.
Oh, well,
I'll at least go for a walk.
right.
All right. Well, thanks for your time today.
Yeah, no problem.
I enjoyed it.
Sounds good. Yeah. I'd like to do it more if I could, but So I got that little teaching thing.
Yeah, no, that's great.
My wife said that I can't retire at 52 because I'll get dementia. So I'm not allowed to retire because
Not
I'll just lose it looking at stocks the whole day and looking at bars moving up and down, and then I'll lose my mind. So she said I can't retire. I'm like,
There's
what?
a lot of people that turn this into a living,
Yes.
right?
People are messaging in the Discord questions, and I'm on Zoom right now, and I can't even answer them. Oh, I wrote down the MA PCS wrong, maybe. Let me double check. 380, 375. Yeah, I was wrong. Oops. 380.
Oh, Microsoft or MasterCard.
Yeah. All right, I'm gonna close the Zoom and I'll talk on Discord for a little bit.
All right. Good to see you. Thank you.
Guys, no problem. Have a good
Have a good
rest of
day.
the day.
See
You
you.
too.
Bye.